Hi, welcome to our Let's Chat presentation. In this presentation, we will discuss, compare and contrast a range of different entrepreneurs, as well as their entrepreneurial characteristics, traits, personalities, and their companies. I hope you enjoy. So John and Patrick Collison are the CEO and co-founders of Stripe, which is an e-commerce payment gateway system which allows businesses to monetize their goods and services. John and Patrick both use a number of entrepreneurial theory and practices to bring success to their business venture. So this includes lean methodology, Six Sigma, and a product-centric mindset. And John and Patrick have vastly different personalities between them. John is an outspoken extrovert, whereas Patrick is more introverted and conscientious, neurotic, and reserved. So this gives their decision-making a degree of validation, as their ideas are challenged and they form a highly intelligent overall perspective. The primary thing I'll be looking at today is how these two entrepreneurs, John and Patrick Collison, differ to other entrepreneurs, particularly with identifying problems and market gaps. So, how do John and Patrick Collison identify problems and market gaps? So a really unique and exciting aspect of their entrepreneurial endeavor is their ability to identify these problems and market gaps. So John Collison stated in an interview that you have to step back to realize just how inefficient and immature some market segments are. And I think this quote is the crux of their entrepreneurial brilliance. They're able to dissect the problems to the point where it's so simple that the solution is staring at them right in the face. So now the question is, how does their approach differ to other entrepreneurs? In a somewhat similar fashion to the Collison brothers, Kayla identified a gap within a market segment and then looked at ways to improve the product offering. Kayla did this by creating a fitness guide and partnering with Apple to improve accessibility for all users. On the other hand, Melissa's identification of a problem was more so a social justice related cause. Males dominated the Sri Lankan corporate field, and females were considered not cut out for business management. Melissa was able to identify a problem as well as an opportunity by opening a coffee shop and in turn empowering millions of Sri Lankan women to work and follow in her footsteps. Another different entrepreneurial technique was used by Charles. Charles relied largely on mathematical models to identify his problems and therefore market his opportunities. This was done in the formation of his coffee shop, Luck and Coffee. As you can see, entrepreneurs use a range of different techniques to identify potential opportunities and market gaps. Each entrepreneur on the slides below used varying concepts to generate success. I'll now pass it over to Rachel, who will further discuss Kayla.
So Kayla Itzines is an Australian entrepreneur who started her successful business in 2014, starting as a personal trainer and built her way into growing a multi-million-dollar fitness empire, reaching millions of women worldwide through her fitness app and training programs called Sweat. And with the help of her social media platform Instagram, this became a main source of marketing throughout the years of her business venture. So Sweat is a fitness app that offers a variety of fitness plans and healthy eating plans that did not restrict women to going on plain diets or excessive working out, enabling the app to be very flexible for everyone in their daily life. And this business venture is highly successful, reaching $100 million in 2018. So the key concepts that I'm going to be talking about today is the personality characteristics of my entrepreneur and the similarities and differences of other entrepreneurs that were studied within the group. So Kayla's personality characteristics, I'm going to refer to social cognitive theory. So this contributed to Kayla's entrepreneurial self-efficiency and intentions, and the theory is about cognitive, behavioral, and environmental factors that led to entrepreneurial behaviors such as motivation. And this theory is applied to when Kayla saw an opportunity as a personal trainer to expand and be able to develop and present a modern and technological way of fitness being delivered virtually. Other personality characteristics that Kayla has as an entrepreneur is being really motivated and creative. She's really creative. She practices scalable entrepreneurship, and this term is defined as an organization starting on a unique business idea, which she had, and which ultimately becomes launching a business, which happened to her with her fitness app. And another personality trait is that she has to be engaging with her customers. You know, she has to be able to talk to them face to face because she leads boot camps and other expos for women and fitness. And another personality characteristic that Kayla has is that she's experimentative and risk-taking for a business. So as you can see in the last slide, I'll be talking about similarities and differences to other entrepreneurs. As you can see, I will be looking at other entrepreneurs that other group members have studied. So one is Melissa, who established a coffee company, and the other is John and Patrick, who established Stripe, which is online payments. So the similarities between all of them is that they're motivated, self-sufficient, they have to be creative, and they have to have an intention of expanding their venture, which all these entrepreneurs have in common. Some of the differences that are key noted is that between Kayla and Melissa, who established a coffee company, so Melissa has to be culturally literate because she's going to be extending her business into Sri Lanka, and this is a bit difficult for her because she's from London, and the difference between like this personal characteristic and what Kayla's personal characteristic is that Kayla only needs to deal with the technological side mainly when extending her venture because she's an app, whilst Melissa is a coffee company, so she would have to be culturally literate and be able to like adapt her foods and coffee to like the Sri Lankan culture. Another difference that was noted is that one of the CEOs for Stripe is introverted and Kayla is extroverted. So in order to have a company successful, engaging with her clients is extremely important, and this just shows that, you know, there are different types of personal characteristics in entrepreneurs, and these characteristics are help the business venture, and like depending on what the business venture is selling or producing in services, personalities of the entrepreneurs can be different and vary.
Hi guys, I'm Nikhil Sabramada. I'll be talking about the entrepreneur which I selected, Melissa Dharmadasa, and the different approaches of each entrepreneur for the sustainability of their business. Melissa Dharmadasa was born in 1987 and is a graduate from the University of East London. She started Bakes by Bella in 2014 and is quite unique for two main reasons. She was one of the first few female entrepreneurs in Sri Lanka, and she is the first person in Sri Lanka to use social media as a advertising tool, and she got a reward from the UN also. Furthermore, she is a very popular public speaker, and she encourages women empowerment a lot. For a long-lasting business, two main points are innovation and minimum wastage. For innovation, Melissa tries a lot of new delicacies and even tries to combine new delicacies to make a new portion. When it comes to minimum wastage, her experience plays a huge role, as she knows what quantity to produce and what raw materials to buy and what their retailers give her. So she knows what products are low quality and high quality and what prices they range, and she uses all recyclable products so it doesn't affect any environmental pollution. Other businesses tackle sustainability in various other ways. Luckin Coffee and Bakes by Bella are very similar to each other because they are coffee shops. But Luckin Coffee is very technologically advanced, as they don't have any cash counters in their outlets. All the payments go through their cash through their app. They have a very sophisticated app which enables them to pay all the bills, check out their order, and even get a pickup time of the order, so they don't have any queues there, and even they record their customer preferences in the app. um, when it comes to the sweat, it was initiated by KL, and they partner up with Apple to get their reach bigger and wider, and they started selling biodegradable products. Whereas the Collinson brothers, who are the founders of Stripe, they founded a new algorithm to access their payments from anywhere and any place, which help their customers a lot. So with this and the similarities, uh, um, every company, every business, they update their app regularly, very often, so they give the best output to their customers. So with this, I finish my presentation. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about Charles Zhenyalu and Luckin Coffee. Luckin Coffee is a Chinese coffee chain company. It's a company was listed on Nasdaq when the company was 18 months old. Only used 18 months to recruit more than 10,000 full-time employees and more than 10,000 part-time employees. Opened 2,370 shops. They also, just like my partner's last slide shows, they're doing a lot of interesting invention by app to sell coffees. They're also doing the app to manage their staffs. Like they have a training program. They have always systems on the employers version of the apps. Also, they have tests. If you want to be a shop manager, you guys have a training and a test on your phones about the app. It's a really interesting way today business. My second part is about entrepreneurs' ethic. So Charles and other founders of Luckin Coffee are participating in a flawed situation and got fired from their own companies. I think it's a really important way to discuss about the ethic. Today we found some entrepreneurs will doing some dishonor behavior of financing. Um, so like get financing of P or VCs. So they're doing claiming they have product have higher market shares or have functions that have not been developed at present. It is really important to be honest entrepreneurs, because when you're running a business, you actually get the trust from your business partner, from your investor, from your employees and customers. So it's really important to be honest all the time, because once you lose the trust, you got to lose a lot of things, your business, your employee, your customer, your investors, and also you got maybe you got a legal suit in some cases. It's really important to be not to be evil. And in some way, if you are sure what you're seeing is going to true, why not you waiting them come to true to say that it is? I think it is a really important way for each entrepreneurs to do that. Thanks. This is my annual.
Thanks for listening. I hope you were able to take away something useful about these entrepreneurs, as well as their business behaviors.